Hello. Hello. I am live. Fantastic. Let me just play around with some of these settings because I've noticed I'm going a little bit weird, which isn't normal, which is kind of normal for me. So I'm going to play around with the settings a little bit. I think that'll do. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well. Welcome to another stream. Just waiting and see if I get any people popping in. I have put it up on my social medias that I am currently going to be. Well, I am now live, but I have mentioned it on social media that I am going live. Just waiting on people to pop in whenever they feel like it. Excuse me. So then, if any, I know this says there's 2 people watching. So whoever's watching, please by all means come on in the live chat. Say hello if you wish. Hello, Decepticon King. Wow, that was quick. How are you doing there, Jace? And hope you're both doing well over there. I've got some snackage ready. I've got a couple of drinks, couple of soft drinks to see me through, hopefully. And I've got some of these beautiful, awesome things. Got some orange fingers. So I've got some orange fingers that I'm going to be having a little nosh of while doing this. Yay. Nom nom. Maybe I'm part blur. We are. She will be here in a sec. Yes, Choco Orange, my brother. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, do. I can't pass up. I cannot pass up orange anything. Chocolate orange anything. I mean, Terry's chocolate orange is like my favourite chocolate ever. But I've noticed a lot of different chocolates been coming out lately with orange variants. They did a Terry's white chocolate orange at Christmas. They did a white one at Christmas that was still orange, chocolate orange, but white or chocolate, obviously. And that was incredible. My God, we sold through that really quickly as well at work over Christmas. It was there 1 minute. That it was gone the next, and we actually had customers coming into work saying, do you sell the white Terry's chocolate orange? And I said, yeah, we did do. It's down the event aisle or the specials aisle or whatever. And I kept my eye open for any more coming in for about at least a week before Christmas. And we eventually did get some in, but as soon as we got them in, they just went because there was only selling them for like £1 each. So people must have been going in and buying them as Christmas presents and buying them by loads of them, you know. But they were nice. I'm saying, how about white chocolate? I like white chocolate. I like dark chocolate. I just like chocolate. I've always, with me, I am. I'm a sweet and savoury guy. I like savoury stuff, like apple pie, things of that nature. I absolutely love my apple pie and things of that nature. And I also like sausage rolls and things like that, and pies and things, meat pie and things like that. So I love my savoury, but I also love my sweets, my sweet stuff as well. I've always been a sweet tooth guy ever since being a kid. Maybe that's part of my problem, really. Eating too many sweets, and it's not very good for you. But I don't buy sweets very often, to be honest. I'm the same with sweet. With me, with personally, when it comes to sweet stuff, I'm very, very happy and quite open to try new things, different things. Um, it's kind of like I just I'm one of those people. I mean, whenever something comes out like a new version of like dairy milk or a new version of Galaxy or whatever it is, chocolate wise or sweet wise, like say, I don't know, um, anything really, anything, whether just bring out a new version of it or a slightly different version of it, I've got to try it. I've always been like that. Um, yeah, even when it comes to alcohol as well. If they bring out something that's like a fruity drink, like WKD or something like that, I've tried every single WKD that was released. At the moment, by the looks of things, you can only buy the multi packs with different flavors in them. When I was younger, when I was about 18, 19, you could literally buy the massive big 1 litre bottles of WKD in all the flavors. Now, you might have to have a good look around somewhere. You might have to go somewhere else, like a wholesaler or something like that, if you want to buy them now. It seems like the WKD blue bottles are the most popular, and the most supermarkets only seem to be selling the blue WKDs at the moment. I don't know why, but I absolutely love blue WKDs, and anything like that, anything vodka related, anything like that is slightly different, or they've released a new drink or whatever, or a new beer or whatever, I will try it. I'm not shy to try things like that. Good man, well said. Yeah. Fuck. Sex King. Fuck off. I'm the same with savoury and sweet. Yeah, I like both. I always have. Some people prefer savoury to sweet. Other people prefer sweet to savoury. I'm in between. I'm fine with either, to be honest. Get out my head. King, did you notice the difference in Cadbury and Nestle's taste through the years? I've noticed a big change with chocolate, to be honest, over the years. I know Cadbury are definitely different compared to how they used to be. Cadbury's chocolate years ago was absolutely to die for. It was the best chocolate you could buy that was very, very cheap. It was like the best chocolate you could buy, and it was bloody cheap. You could buy a bar of dairy milk for under £1 back in the day. Now you're looking at about £1 to £1.50 or whatever it is now. But back when I was a kid, you could buy proper Cadbury's, and I mean proper Cadbury's when it was proper Cadbury's. The chocolate it would melt in your mouth, and it was just beautiful. The reason why Cadbury's has changed now, I don't know if anybody in the chat knows, or anybody watching or knows about this, that Cadbury's was actually bought out by an American confectionery company called Kraft. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. Basically, in America, there's a massive big confectionery company that makes chocolate and sweets, and they're called Kraft Sweets or Kraft Chocolates, and they purchased Cadbury. I think the last time was in a pretty bad recession, and Cadbury's needed a new person to buy them in order to keep them afloat. And Kraft came in with an offer and purchased them. And ever since Kraft Chocolate took over Cadbury, I think it has changed. How dairy milk tastes now. It's still nice, don't get me wrong, I still like it, but compared to how it used to taste back when I was a kid, you can tell there's a big difference in the taste compared to when I was younger. It's the same with Oh, what's its name? Pretty much every chocolate. Wagon Wheels, anything chocolate that was pretty big for a long time. And when I was younger, they tasted a lot different. Now, and also the sizes are different as well. Like everything's really small. I'm like, for fuck's sake, I want a chocolate bar, not something that will just go in my mouth one time and gone. Literally never seen again. I want something where I can take my time and eat it. I don't like it that everything's all gone real small now. Even Wagon Wheels. Wagon Wheels used to be massive. Now they're about half the size they ever used to be, and they're not as good either. I don't think the taste is nice either. Just had a big bang outside. Someone must have parked up outside my house. Where are we with the chat? Decepticon Queen. I'm currently making my way through a load of Twizzlers. Yay, Twizzlers. For a number for numbers and other less than healthy stuff, but they are good. Yeah, you gotta love Twizzlers. Decepticon King. Sorry to swear, but I was shocked. No worries. Decepticon King, Tazbars and Freddy's. Freddos. Oh yes, I love Freddos. Decepticon Queen, Blue WKD. That takes me back to my uni days. Chugged about 5 of the big bottles in one night. Whacked my head. Woke up in the spare bed in my mate's house 24 hours later with a really sore head. Bloody hell! Only 5. I remember when I was a kid. Well, when I was younger. I used to go caravanning with my mum and dad whenever on like summer holidays or whenever we had breaks away from school or whatever. We used to go caravanning with my mum and dad. Used to take me along and everything. And I remember one time we was in the campsite. This was probably when I was about 16, 17. So I was just under the legal. I was just under the legal age of being able to actually have alcohol. So I must have been about 15, 16 at the time. And basically my dad said, just keep it quiet and I'll buy you a couple of drinks. Obviously, you're not allowed to do that. It is obviously, anyone that's under the age or whatever, under the age of consumption of alcohol is illegal. But now and again, when it was like a family holiday, my dad would craftily buy me something to drink that was obviously alcoholic. So I used to say WKDs because it just looked like alco pop. It just looked like a pop drink. It looked like something that you could get from the kids part of it. You know what I mean? Like it was just blue, and they sold like the blue drinks, like the soft drinks that were blue back in the day. Don't know if anybody remembers them. So for all they know, if you put that in a glass, it looks like a soft drink. Nobody knows the wiser. And so I used to craftily buy. My dad used to buy me WKD blues, and then I'd put that in a glass, and nobody knew anything about it. And one night, obviously these are just the little bottles, and I think I drank about 10 of them in one night. Of just the normal bottles, I drank about 10 of them in the campsite bar. And I was still fine. I didn't have a bad head. Actually, I was hyperactive because of all the sugar in it. I was hyperactive. I couldn't sleep on the night time. But the thing is with me, everyone's different with alcohol. Everybody's different. Everyone's got a different tolerance, if you can call it that, a different kind of tolerance to everybody else. But with me personally, I've never been one of these people that has been completely legless to the point where I cannot remember what I did the next day, or what I did that night going out. Whenever I've been out around the town on a night out with friends, I can remember what I did. And half the time, I'm the one trying to get my mates out and making sure they get home okay. Even though I've had probably just as much as them, if not more than them. But yeah, I've still got enough I've still got my senses there in order to try and get them out the place and get them in a taxi or whatever, so I can get them home. So that's me. I literally feel like I'm the DUI guy. I'm the guy that gets them home, even though I've had just as much as they have. And just to clarify, I've never been drinking and been driving at the same time. I've never done that, and I will never do that. But like I was saying, everyone's got a different tolerance level to alcohol. But with me personally, it doesn't bother me. Alcohol. When I used to go out most weekends, whether I went out around the locals, because we've got a few pubs where I live, just up the road here, just within walking distance. We've got quite a few bars, and we used to do like a little pub crawl around all the bars in Hessel where I live. And when I used to do that, when I used to go out most weekends, when I was able to and I could afford to, it didn't bother me. And the next morning, I never had a bad head. I don't suffer from hangovers, you see. I've never suffered from a hangover, even at TF Nation. I've never had a hangover at TF Nation. There's only one time. This was because I didn't sleep a wink the night before. And basically what happens is when we go to TF Nation, we usually basically, I remember basically, let me get back on track here. Yeah, basically, I used to, when we used to go, this one time when I went to TF Nation, actually, it wasn't TF Nation, it was Auto Assembly. It was one of the last Auto Assemblies. I think it was like the third to last, so probably around about 2013, 14, I think it would have been. And so basically, we're going to Auto Assembly, and this was when we were still at the Hilton, where it is now currently, at the Hilton Hotel. And so basically, I rock up in the coach. We went up by coach with me, Sam, and Tony, the three of us going up on the coach. And I felt absolutely terrible. I had a banging head. I bought myself some soft drinks and some energy stuff, and I had like a packed lunch as well to try and keep my energy levels up while we were traveling. And I just couldn't shake it. I just couldn't shake the feeling that I was feeling. I just felt absolutely terrible. And it wasn't down to alcohol either. I just felt absolutely terrible, to like no energy or anything. And basically, when we got to the hotel, I walked around the bar, said hello to people, and then when we went up to the hotel room to put our bags away, I said to Sam, "I'm just gonna chill out up here for a few minutes. I feel absolutely shite. I feel awful." And he said, "Yeah, no worries, mate. Come down when you feel better." That was Sam, by the way. Sam said, "Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me know when you're coming down." So I just literally sat on the bed in the hotel room, and I went, and then I just went backwards and just literally laid on the bed, and I was out, literally out. And I woke up at about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. So I just got there at about, I think we walked in at about 1:30, 2 in the afternoon after checking in and saying hello to everybody. And then I just fell asleep, and I was asleep for about for about 4 or 5 hours. And then when I woke up, I felt absolutely perfect. I had all the energy in the world. My energy came back. And then I went down to the bar, and I just managed to actually talk to people properly and got back to it and everything. But that was literally the only time where I felt absolutely terrible at TF Nation, and it had nothing to do with alcohol. But even when I have been drinking, and I always do enjoy a nice drink now and again when I'm at TFN because it's a holiday for me. It's like a holiday. It's a getaway from reality. So I enjoy myself a bit more. And but yeah, I've never had a bad head. I've never had a bad head, except for that one time, which was because my energy levels were so bad, so low. My energy levels were so low that year because not because I hadn't slept properly. So I literally had no energy whatsoever. Right, where are we with the chat here? Setsugon King, where Craft, the makers of dime bars, I've no idea. There might be, I don't know. I like dime bars. Ooh. Even dime bars don't taste the same as they used to either. To me personally. Decepticon Queen, Cadbury are coming back to Bourneville, which are really close to us. Nice one. Decepticon King, the upsetting one for me that's the one I was trying to think of. Milky Bar. Yeah, Milky Bars do not taste the same either. Yeah, I used to absolutely love Milky Bars when I was younger, and now and again I might buy a Milky Bar just for nostalgic reasons because I used to love them when I was a kid. Yeah, they do not taste the same. They really don't. Just thinking, I don't buy them anymore due to the complete taste difference. Yeah. Just thinking again. Jammy, we're the best Wagon Wheels. Yep, I love jam Wagon Wheels. King again. Love these stories, John. Makes you look like Cup in a good way. Makes me think of the Great War of so. Offer them an alcohol pop. Yeah. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I know things change for certain reasons. Like a lot of businesses, a lot of confectionery businesses, I think, had to change the recipes because of the government with the whole sugar thing. Because of the whole sugar tax thing that the government have been what I've actually brought in, basically charging more. But yeah, a lot of chocolate. When years ago, there was no such thing as chocolate. There was no such thing as sugar tax or anything like that. So everything that you bought that was either chocolate related or sweet or anything confectionery basically tasted brilliant because it was as they intended it to be. It had, yes, it had sugar in it, but it tasted good. It did the job. Now everyone's jumping through hurdles. Everyone's jumping over hurdles. Everyone's ducking and weaving the government and people like Jamie, bloody chef guy Jamie, whatever his name is, Jamie Oliver. People like that have completely fucked up the confectionery side of things. So everything now doesn't have any sweets, but had what I mean is don't have any sweets. What I mean is chocolate. The sugar levels and everything they've had to bring the sugar levels down in the recipes for their classic chocolate bars, and because of doing that, they taste fucking terrible now. They don't taste anything like they used to. Because if they was to say keep the recipe as it was from like when they first opened, when it first started over 100 years ago, whatever, when they first started and started selling their confectionery, their sweets, their products, if they kept it like that, they'd have to charge a lot more. They'd have to charge more per bar or box of chocolates. They'd have to charge more for them. So in order to keep the cost down for the customer, they've had to lessen the sugar outage in the sweets and the chocolates. So because of that, they don't taste the same because they've had to change the recipe slightly. And plus, like I said with Cadbury's, craft chocolate is American. And don't get me wrong, America know how to make good sweets because I do like American sweets. Whenever I see an American sweet that's been imported and say if I find it somewhere like Twinkies or anything like that, I have to buy them because they do taste pretty good. I like them. I love American sweets because they taste as they should, as sweets used to taste like when I was younger, because they still have the sugar intake that sweets used to have years ago. That's cocaine. Sugar do 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 do. Oh honey, honey. Yeah. Subsequent Queen. Oh, Jamie Oliver sucks. Why couldn't he leave stuff alone? And it basically he got all pissed off in a huff, didn't he, over school dinners for kids, and now it's fucked up that as well. It's fucked up school dinners for kids as well, because now everything's monitored. If a kid has a packed lunch, the parents are given a list. Literally, the parents are given a list of what they can have for packed lunch. They can't give them anything in the packed lunch that's like a treat, for instance, like like they used to. I mean, my mum, she used to put loads of stuff in. She used to give me all sorts of stuff when I was a kid for packed lunch. I remember a few times she got me Jaffa cakes. Do you remember Jaffa cakes that used to have the little trays that you could put in packed lunch boxes? They were just big enough for packed lunch boxes. My mum used to get me Jaffa cakes. She'd put Jaffa cakes in, a sandwich, an apple, a banana, some crisps, and I was happy with that. And sometimes maybe a few biscuits and a wagon wheel or whatever. She used to really, she used to really stuff my packed lunchbox when I was a kid because, to give me some energy to get me through the day so that I can concentrate on my lessons. But now, that's not allowed anymore. You might be allowed maybe one biscuit, maybe one chocolate biscuit, but it's monitored now by staff, by kitchen staff, or by dinner monitors or whatever, dinner time monitors or dinner ladies, whatever. They monitor it because of what Jamie Oliver's done, and he fucking pisses me off. Don't get me wrong, he might have had his intentions might have been good. His intentions might have been valid to a certain degree. That kids are the whole obesity thing with kids. I understand that there is an issue with obesity in kids. Look at me, for instance. I'm obese. I'm never ever gonna be. I'm always going to be classed as obese, no matter how much weight I lose. It doesn't matter. I will always be obese because of all the bullshit fucking stuff with how they deal with body weight and that. It doesn't matter. I understand his intentions were just to a degree, to try and combat issues with obesity, childhood obesity. But come on, there's kids. Let kids be kids. When I was a kid, when my parents were kids, they ate all sorts of sugary stuff and sweets and that if they could afford it now and again. I used to love going to get penny goodies. I remember penny goodies when you used to go to a corner shop and buy like a big bag of sweets for like about 10p. You know what I mean? I remember doing all that when I was a kid. Now you can't do that anymore, really, because everything's regulated. There's that big brother eye. Big brother's always fucking over your shoulder, watching what you're eating, watching what you're drinking, and it fucking pisses me off. Let people do what they want. If people want to cut down on sugar and everything, that's their prerogative. That's their right. But if people want to enjoy what they do, enjoy something, that's their right as well. It's the media, you see. This is why I don't watch the fucking news, because the media is constantly belittling, causing bullies and bullying with people that are obese. The media is also to blame with the amount of people that are suffering due to being taken the piss out of because they're slightly bigger than somebody else. And all these glossy mags and things of that nature, that they don't help either. Just let people be people. Let people do what they want. If they want, end of the day, everyone's got the right to do what they want. Eat what they want. Drink what they want. Or go to the gym, or be one of these people that are always very, very, very fit. Always at the gym. That's their right as well. Let them do what they want. Everyone's different. Everyone's got the right to be what they want to be. Everyone's got the right to do what they want to do. Jamie Bleeding Oliver is a twat. Yes, he is. Tentacle King. Crap Chef 2 compared to, say, Ainsley. You know what makes me laugh about Jamie Oliver? He's said all this stuff about trying to with like childhood obesity, and saying that, to kind of eat more healthy and all this stuff. Have you seen the stuff that he's cooking on TV? If you've ever seen him on TV, the stuff that he cooks is not healthy. He's talking out of his ass. He's saying all this stuff, and he's caused all these different changes with schools, how they do the whole dinner thing, like the home dinners, and also the packed lunches, how they monitor all that. He's changed that. And he's also caused issues with sugar tax as well, which is why there's issues with sugar tax with drinks and chocolate and that. He's changed everything like that. He's one of the most main influencers that's done that, right? But then when you look at him on a cooking show, oh my Jesus Christ, everything he's cooking is not good for you. He's like massive meat pies. I don't know. You know what I mean? The stuff he cooks on TV is not what I would call good for you. So nothing's actually fucking changed with him. It's just he's got on his high horse and he's fucked up everything. I had Tazcon King. I had Sarnies, crisps, biscuits, club bars, and yes, those lunchbox jaffers. Yep, I did as well. Tazcon King, here. Well said, mate. Tazcon King, Pucker was such a shite catchphrase to hate that moron. The Tazcon Queen, totally agree. It is horrible that women have to have the pressure to be size 0. There was a time when I was size 0, but I wasn't happy. I was obsessed with losing more weight. Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, it's like things like the glossy mags, like these glossy mags, fashion magazines, all those things, they cause issues. They cause a lot of issues. The amount of women, end of the day, I don't really have much to say on this matter because I'm a guy, and men can't say anything in regards to women when it comes to weight and what they want to wear, how much makeup they put on. I've got no right to say anything against that. So I'm just going to be careful with what I say here. But end of the day, I do not agree with these glossy magazines that a lot of women buy, and all these, and then they're literally ogling like Kim Kardashian, the Kardashian lot, and all these different supermodels, and they see these women and they think, right, I need to look like that. I need to be that size. I need to lose weight. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not necessarily. End of the day, when it comes to losing weight and changing your appearance in some way, it should always be for you. It should always be for you. It should be what makes you happy. But you should not listen to anybody else. You shouldn't listen to those people that might say something to you on the high street. Say you're walking down the street or walking down the street or whatever, and someone pops their head out of a car window and says, "Hey, fat bastard." That's a dickhead. Do not listen to anyone like that. Do not listen to people like that. Just take more. You are who you are. You can't change that. Yeah, you might be able to change it up here mentally. You might be able to change something about you that you think more positive of yourself mentally. But end of the day, just if you want to change something about your body, whether you're a man or a woman, do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. Do not be influenced by glossy mags. Do not be influenced by glossy mags, by supermodels, by actors, actresses. Do not think you should look like that person, because they're probably going through a lot of shit in their lives as well. They've been probably told by their agents. They've probably been told by their agency that they have to be a certain size so they can get so they can get into film or get into modeling. So their lives probably seem very rosy. They get to be on the silver screen. They get to be in films. They get they get all these brilliant parts. They have a very extravagant lifestyle, but deep down, they're not happy. They're constantly working on their bodies because they have to in order to try and keep the weight coming in, if you know what I mean. It's all fabricated bullshit. It's all fabricated. It's all forced upon us, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the media. I don't agree with glossy mags, and I do not agree with why so many men and women out there feel the need or feel they have to ogle these people like celebrities, models, whoever who's on TV, and they say, "Oh, I have to look like that. I wish I looked like that." No, you don't have to look like that. You don't. You should stop. People need to stop fretting about how they look so much. Embrace who you are. Embrace how you look, because that's just me. That's just my opinion. I'm going to get off that high horse thing now. Where are we in the chat? Here's a real note. Yep. Natural beauty is the best. Yep. I've always said, I always prefer natural people. I love people that are natural beauty. I'm a big supporter of natural beauty. Like, say, for me personally, I like women, okay? Way big whoop. I like women. And when it comes to women, I don't go totally by their physical appearance. I go by what's in here. I go by their personality. Because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and beauty is only skin deep. You can tell a lot about people by personality than you can by their physical appearance. That's just me. It says King, take the note, people. Ignore dickheads. Yep. Ignore the bastards out there. And ignore the fucking glossy mags and all the arseholes. Anyway, let's get away from all this negative bullshit. Let's talk about something fun, shall we? Let's just change it. Let's kind of carry on down a more fun route. Has anybody got any new toys in the chat? Anybody else that want to join in? I know there's 3 people watching currently. So if anybody else wants to join in with the group chat, anybody got new toys on anybody got any new toys, new additions to the Transformers collections? Any toys that they've got on order? I've got 2 currently on order that hopefully will be with me very soon. Apologies, I'm getting a lot of bips and a lot of anyway. So yeah, also today as well, also I've had a pretty cool chilled out day today. It may not seem like that because I've just been on a big rant for the past half an hour. I apologise to anyone that's been watching, hoping to talk about toys and robots and stuff of that nature. But anyway, so that's out my system now, so we're going to move on. But yeah, today's been pretty cool. It's been a pretty chilled out day for me. I woke basically when I got up. Basically, I don't know if anybody else knows of this app. It's available on the PlayStation 4, and it's also available on mobile as well, on Android. I don't know about Apple or iOS. I don't know about that one, but it is available on Android. So it's available on the Android Play Store, and it's available on the PlayStation 4. And I don't know about anything else. But it's a TV app basically called Pluto TV. Pluto, as in the planet Pluto. So yeah, Pluto TV, and it's an app. If anybody's interested, I would see about downloading it because it's basically it's a free. It's everything's live. It's live TV, like TV channels. And also, there's movies on there as well. So there's like movies and live TV. It's basically like satellite. It's basically like a free version of Sky, basically, the way that it's all set up. And basically, this morning, I spent about a good couple of hours watching a 80s cartoon series called what the hell was it called? Starcom. Starcom, 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 and I hadn't heard of this series before. Well, I watched it and I quite enjoyed it, and I posted it on my Facebook and my Instagram, and it's had quite a bit of interest actually. A lot of people remember it from back in the day. So yeah, I spent this morning watching Starcom, which was really good. And then when I got up properly, got changed and everything, I went downstairs and I started watching Sonic the Hedgehog, the what's known as the Saturday morning one. So basically, it was the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's the series where he has all the freedom fighter characters with him, like Sally and Bonnie, or whatever her name is. So it's the series that was airing at about that aired back in like 93, 94. So basically, yeah, I was watching that earlier, and it took me back to the good old days when I was a kid. I absolutely loved Sonic the Hedgehog when I was a kid. I grew up with the other Sonic the Hedgehog series that was a little bit more child friendly, where it was like Sonic and Tails on like Adventures with Sonic and Tails, and they had the two robots. Forgotten the names of them, but one of them was voiced by Gary Chalk. And yeah, so I grew up with that one, and I also used to watch this other one, which is like, but it follows Sonic with all the freedom fighter characters. I absolutely love that series. I absolutely love it. It is my favorite Sonic series, and Sonic's voiced by Jaleel White, who is the original voice actor for Sonic. And for me, he's the pinnacle voice actor for Sonic, in my opinion. And so that was my morning, just chilling out with Starcom 80s cartoon series. and checking out the Sonic series. So I did that, and then listened to some music, and then I went out for a little walk, picked up some goodies for the stream. So yeah, that's been me. Where are we? Not Pluto, Mickey's dog then. Well, you could think of Pluto as Pluto the dog, yeah, if you want. So you watched good old Trapdoor too, amazing show. Yeah, Trapdoor. Oh, yes. Takes me back to the good old days, Trapdoor. Absolutely. Don't open that trapdoor. You're a fool if you dare. Don't you open that trapdoor because there's something down there. Fucking love that series. We have that Sonic on DVD box set. Oh, wow. Where'd you get it from, by the way? That's the one with the Freedom Fighters with the epic opening song. I absolutely love the opening song to that series. Where did you get it from? Because I know there's two. It's a little bit confusing because there's two series that are called Sonic, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. One of them only features Sonic and Tails, which is a little bit more child friendly. And then you've got the one I've been watching to this morning, which is a lot darker. And it's Jim Cummings plays Dr. Robotnik. And it's bloody brilliant as Dr. Robotnik, Jim Cummings. And then Jaleel White plays Sonic. And it's basically a bit dark, a lot darker. Yeah, I absolutely love that series. I need to get myself it. I really need to get myself that. Chili dogs, yes. Hey, Adam White. Hello. How you doing, my friend? Mate, busy at work at the minute, so can't really jump in much. But did want to say hi. Well, thank you very much. Hope you're well. Scratching ground out there. That's them. Sonic Underground. Yeah, I've seen pretty much all of Sonic Underground. I think there's 3 seasons of Sonic Underground, and then they got cancelled. So unfortunately, basically the story of Sonic Underground, they were basically trying to find their mother, to get back to their mother, and you never find out if they actually find their mother because it gets cancelled, and that's it. Story didn't get completed, unfortunately. So, but I like Sonic Underground. It's good. It's okay. It's kind of one of those. It's hit or miss for me, but I have seen quite a lot of that. Adam White, and I have to put you on mute now, so I can't even hear you. No worries. I think a lot of people put me on mute, to be honest. Subsequent King. Ooh, nice singing voice, man. Thank you. Which one? Sonic, the one with Sonic Says, or Sonic Underground? The one that I watched this morning is basically one that's called The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and basically I don't know if you've ever seen it, but basically I'd go on Google it. Basically Sonic and basically the Sonic series with Sally and Bunny and those characters. Basically, it's more centered around Sonic, but it's also centered around a lot of his friends that are called Freedom Fighters. And Jim Cummings is the voice of Dr. Robotnik. And it's a lot darker compared to the other series that we've seen from Sonic the Hedgehog. And then, yeah, Sonic Underground, I've seen that. Sonic Underground's okay. I quite like the bad guys in Sonic Underground. They're quite iconic. And also in Sonic Underground, I believe it's Gary Chalk plays Dr. Robotnik in Sonic Underground. And he does a really good job. Decepticon Queen loves Sonic. We got it off eBay. Used to play the Master System game back when I was a kid. Still got the console and game somewhere. Nice one. Yeah, I've got a Sonic game as well. I've got the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and I've got Sonic 2, which is Sonic and Knuckles, I think it is, for the Sega Mega Drive, because I've got a Sega Mega Drive now. So I've got two of the Sonic games for that. But yeah, I need to play more of my Mega Drive. I haven't played much of it since I bought it. The last time I played on it was maybe about a couple of months ago now. But yeah, I need to play more of it because I absolutely love retro games. I love the whole idea of retro game consoles. You just put the cartridge in, turn it on, play to your heart's content. Nowadays, you buy a console, yeah, they're awesome for what they are, but you put the disc in, you've got to wait about a fucking year for it to update and install and everything. And then once it's finally installed and updated, then you can play it. And I'm getting a little bit bored with games that are online gaming only, like online multiplayers. I'm getting sick of online multiplayer games. I don't do online gaming. I don't do it often. I won't say I've never done it. I have tried online gaming. I have tried it when I used to have an Xbox 360. I don't have it anymore. I used to have an Xbox 360, and I can't remember what game it was, but I think there was a couple of games that I did actually go online to play, but that's been it. I just don't bother. I don't bother with online gaming because I find it really boring. I prefer games with an actual offline proper campaign, campaign, whatever. You know what I mean? I prefer a proper game that has a story and structure, and you can play it without going online. They're my favourite games. Sonic, the first game on Mega Drive, is my favourite. Yeah, it's a great game. Green Hill Zone. Yeah, the earliest Sonic games, music is fantastic. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Sonic games are absolutely iconic. The music on a lot of those earlier games is just as iconic. Yeah, there's just something about retro game consoles. Yes, the graphics aren't as good as they are now. Games have come a long way over the years. But for me, it's just something about playing a game where the graphics are like 8-bit, 16-bit graphics, where it's all, like all, what I mean, where it's not as sharp as today. I prefer games like that because they've got more character. I think they just have more character for me. Recently bought some of the new Digimon trading card game stuff. Really cool. Oh, nice one. Yeah, they actually back in the day, back when Digimon Tamers was airing in the UK, they actually tried in a trading card game to try and compete alongside Pokemon. But obviously at the time, Pokemon was literally hitting the stratosphere with popularity with kids. And unfortunately, when they launched the trading card game for Digimon, it just it just didn't take very well compared. So, but it's nice that they're trying it again. It seems that the popularity for Digimon's coming back, which is good. Subsequent Queen, I prefer those kinds too. Too many toxic people online. Yeah, there is. There is indeed. Where are we? Yeah, there's 4 people watching, and 2 people that are watching will be Decepticon Queen and Decepticon King. Possibly Adam White is still watching, but I'm probably on mute. So at least 3 of the people watching I know of, but there's one more person. So by all means, hey, Billy Keystrokes. Hey, Bill. Transformers War for Cybertron was good for online gaming. Retro games are better. Levels were a lot shorter, and we could just switch off. These days, you get derated if you leave an online game. Yeah, very, very true. I never tried the online side of it for War for Cybertron. War for Cybertron and Fall for Cybertron were both brilliant games for me. I really enjoyed playing the actual, the actual levels, the actual missions. But I never went online with them. So, but yeah, that is right. You can't just leave an online party game. So if you've got a party of people that you're working with or playing alongside, you can't just leave. That's not fun for me. Having a load of people that slag you off for doing something as just maybe nipping to the toilet or something like that, or going to have your tea. And you have to log off the game. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. That's not fun to me. That is not fun. Fun is playing to your heart's content. When you feel necessary and feel that you've had enough, then switch off. I prefer gaming where you've got that freedom when you want to stop and when you want to start, and how long you want to play for. Zescon King, it is doing well, not now, mate, which is cool. Good. War for Cybertron and Fall for Cybertron are fantastic. Yeah, they are. They are really good games. Grimlock and Shockwave was so cool. Yeah, brilliant. Currently enjoying Devastation again. It is gorgeous. I like Transformers Devastation. I need to play that again. Yeah, I need to play that again. I can't remember how far I was into it, to be honest. So yes. So people in the chat, has anybody got any toys that they've got on pre-order? Any new bots? Have you purchased anything recently? Let me know in the chat what you've bought, what you're hopefully going to buy, and what you've pre-ordered. Things of that nature. Let me know. Let's get some. Let's get some of these down me. The Zedcon King, is Sonic your favourite retro game? No. Don't get me wrong, Sonic is definitely up there. But when I was a kid, I never actually had any. When I was a kid, I had a Sega Master System, and I do remember having the Sonic game on cartridge for the Master System. But there's one game that I can remember from playing when I was a kid, and I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. Which was what was it called? I don't know if anybody in the chat can help me here. Basically, do you remember there was a game? It was on the Master System, and basically, the game was that the main character he like morphed into like a beast man, like a werewolf or something. And the game was called Beast something. Let me see if I can find it. Let me real quick. Oh, I know what it's called now. It's come to me. Altered Beast. There we go. It was called Altered Beast. Yeah, you've got it. Yeah, Altered Beast. Yeah, it's just come to me now. I just tried to do a Google search. Yeah, Altered Beast. That's the most iconic game that I can remember playing as a kid is Altered Beast. I don't know what it was. There's something about it. I just really enjoyed the gameplay. And another one that I really like is Metal Slug, the first Metal Slug. I used to play a lot of metal. I used to play a lot of that when I was a kid as well. But Sonic the Hedgehog's probably my third favourite game from my childhood. Where are we? Bloody hell. I'm a bit behind on the chat here, guys. Give me a second. Bill Lidson joined one War for Cybertron online session, and it was weird in a good way. It was 20 players taking it in turn to capture the flag. Literally, each team was not fighting, just taking turns. Such a nice group. It's nice when that does happen, I suppose. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Decepticon Queen. I'm currently replaying Transformers Devastation. Admittedly, I'd spent ages yesterday just throwing cars around and chopping trees down with for credits. Yeah, why not? Decepticon King would defo say at some point get on Devastation, pal. Yeah, I will do. Bill Lidson. Currently on the doghouse for getting Studio Scourge. Oh, naughty boy. Decepticon King seems lots wants Scourge. Yeah, I'd like Scourge as well. I've got Studio Cyclonus, so I would like the Scourge to go with him. Of course, I've got the Kingdom Cyclonus, but I would like the new Scourge because obviously Cyclonus and Scourge go together. Bill Lisbon again, but I did get Smokescreen, Blue Streak, Jazz, Grimlock, and Kingdom Optimus Prime, last month. So my wife has a point. Yeah. I haven't bought any more toys for a little bit. The last figure I purchased was Kingdom Rat Trap. Kingdom Rat Trap was the last figure I picked up for the Beast Wars ones. I do have 2 more figures on pre-order with In-Demand Toys. On In-Demand Toys, I've got Kingdom, Dinobot, and Airazor on pre-order. They have actually been dispatched as well. I've got an email yesterday, I think it was, that they've been dispatched, but apparently there's a bit of an issue with apparently there's a bit of an issue with Royal Mail at the moment. Apparently parcels are taking longer to get through or something. So I'm expecting that to come some point. Decepticon Queen. Want to get the Studio Series Hot Rod, Cup, and Blair. Scourge is going to be good when he arrives. Non-TF toy I'm looking at is the new Stardust Dragons figure. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd really like. I'd like to get some of the studio, the 86 movie studio series. I'd love to get all them figures. I want to get Hot Rod. I want to get Cup. I want to get Scourge. Or whatever else they've released for that Studio 86 line. Yeah, Altered Beast also had Wolf Child. Okay. Wolf Child, sorry, yeah. Cool. Decepticon King, I had that in that I remember. This weird pinhead looking guy conjuring lightning on the early stages. Alright. Then boom, you're a wolf of something. Okay. Decepticon King, Scourge is piss funny, has that beard, and the episode when he puts the Matrix inside his chest is funny too. He goes all distorted. Decepticon King, vermin. Decepticon Queen, only issue with Cyclonus was that his insignia was barely visible, but put a custom one on with much nicer. Okay. Decepticon King, shut up, chopper fish. Bill Lidsden. Favourite retro games are Road Rash and Rock and Roll Racing. Was right chuffed when I discovered Road Redemption on the PS4, and then the Blizzard Arcade re-released Rock and Roll Racing last month. Oh, cool! Very cool. I apologise. I'm eating these beautiful things. They are nice. Decepticon King. I used to play Donkey Kong on the SNES and got it again on the Switch. I used to play a bit of Donkey Kong. Actually, I don't think it was my game. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted more consoles when I was a kid, but my parents got me a PS1. So I grew up mostly with the PlayStation 1 games, but my dad got me a couple of old consoles that was on like a part of a jumble sale. So my dad used to go to this club on a Friday night called Radio Club, because my dad was a radio ham in his spare time when I was a kid. Okay. Give me a second. All right. But yeah, so basically, my dad used to go to this club on a Friday night called the Radio Club, and he used to be a radio ham in his spare time. And he went one Friday night, and I stayed at home with my mum. And then he came in with like this big box of stuff. And basically, I was at my mum and dad. Basically, I wanted a Nintendo 64, I think. I was at my mum and dad. I really wanted a Nintendo 64 when I was a kid. One of my cousins used to have a Nintendo 64. and I was like really envious of him, and I really wanted one myself, but my parents wouldn't buy me one because they said they already had a PlayStation 1 and they weren't going to pay out money for another console. But yeah, basically, my dad came home this one evening, and he came home with two retro consoles. One was an old Atari, and the other was a Sega Master System. And basically, at the time, I knew the Sega was pretty cool, but I didn't know much about the Atari at the time because I was still pretty young. And I was like, oh, wow, sweet, old games. So I basically started playing a lot. The Atari and the Sega both came with some games that were still in cartridges and that, still in boxes. And so I was playing Sonic. I can't remember what games I played on the Atari, but yeah, so I had those. I still got them. I've still got my old Master System, my Sega Master System, and I've still got my old Atari. I've also got my original PlayStation 1 as well. Yeah, so I've still got them all. I've no idea if they still work, but I've definitely still got them. But I think the next console I might buy myself, I might get myself an N64, because it was a console I always wanted as a kid and I never got one. So I've got a Mega Drive. So I've got a Mega Drive, which was another one I really wanted. So yeah, I've got a Mega Drive. So I think my next one is going to be an N64 for certain. And also I'd like a GameCube as well. A GameCube sometime. Some real good games on the GameCube. Another game of Ace Music. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Yeah, definitely. Donkey Kong Country, to be exact. Yep. Mad Ora. I'm not your fan. I am your air conditioner. Okay. Setscon King wanted N64 for Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, that's what I wanted it for. Yeah, because when I was aware of the Nintendo 64, I was a big fan of Pokemon. I was watching the Pokemon Indigo League. I was watching which is the original series, Indigo League. So I was watching that series when I was a kid, right from it starting, right from it beginning. I was watching it all the way through. And when I saw it on TV once, there was a commercial on TV of the Pokemon Stadium, and I was like, "Oh, can I have a Nintendo 64? I really want that game," but I never got it. So I really want to get myself. I think they are doing a new Pokemon Stadium for the Switch. I heard something that they're releasing another Pokemon Stadium game for the Switch. I've heard. I don't know how true that is. The brick of a PS1. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the PlayStation 1. It's an iconic console. Some incredible games on there. Metal Gear, Grand Theft Auto, the first one. What else did I play on there? There was so many games. I think Ridge Racer as well. Those are some really great games that I remember on the PlayStation 1, and it was such a great console. I am happy that I did get one of those, and also I got a PS2 as well and a PS3 when I was younger, as they started coming out. GameCubes are underrated. Yeah, they are. They are. It was quite a short-lived console, but when the GameCube first came out, a lot of people shit on it. A lot of game critics and a lot of these people that review games and consoles and things. I think a lot of those people shit on the GameCube originally. A lot of critics, but the GameCube's an incredible console. It really is. There's some great games on there. You got Metroid's on the GameCube, I think. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, which was the one where you went and took pictures of Pokemon. There's another game on the GameCube as well that I liked, but I can't remember it. Resident Evil, yay or nay? Yeah, I love Resident Evil. I didn't have Resident Evil. I didn't have the original Resident Evil myself, but I do remember playing it on somebody else's console. I can't remember who. It might have been like a friend at school or something that had it. But I did have Beast Wars Transmetal game for the PlayStation 1. I had that for the PlayStation 1, which was so yeah. The basically, I think they released a couple of Beast Wars games, but the one I had was the Transmetal Beast Wars game, where it was like an arcade fighter where you're in like an arena and you're fighting another character, and he could transform from beast to robot. Loved that game. I really loved it. Bill Lidston, Star Wars Rogue Leader on the GameCube was awesome. Nice one. Decepticon Queen, I had Resident Evil 4. GameCube regrets selling it now because it was an awesome console, yeah. Final Fantasy 7, yeah, Final Fantasy was on the GameCube. It was also on the PS1 as well, the Final Fantasy games. You know what? I have never played a Final Fantasy game. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that and get a lot of slack for it. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I want to play some of them. I want to play some of the newer games that came out recently. I really want to play some of them. Decepticon Queen, Super Monkey Ball. Cool. Decepticon King, I remember going to Argos to get a GameCube when it first came out. With Luigi's Mansion. I remember that one. And it was the last one, so lucky. Nice one. Nice. Beast Wars, yes. Beat up Megs with Dinobot. Bill Liston. Good shout, Decepticon Queen. Super Monkey Ball was brilliant. Monkey Bowling and Monkey Billiards. Sweet. Decepticon King, come on, lad. Pop Final Fantasy X on. I don't have any of them. I don't have them. It's been re-released tons and has Greg Berger in. Sweet. Bill Lisden, FF7 is free on PS4 Plus this month. Add it to your inventory. Yeah, okay. I'll definitely have a look up for that. I know they've remastered Final Fantasy VII, and there's another one that they've remastered as well. But I don't know what it is. It's a game franchise that I've just always known about, but I just never played. Excuse me. Decepticon Queen. FF7 is amazing. The remake is brilliant too. Sweet. Bill Liston, have you watched Final Fantasy Advent Children? Yes, I have. Fantastic. I really like that film. Decepticon King. The Tales series are great too. Okay. Decepticon King. How about Legend of Zelda, John? Played any? No. Let me try and think. Actually, I tell a lie. I've played a little bit of the first one because it's on the you know, the little mini it's not the SNES, the NES, the NES one. You know, the classic one, you know, the little one with all the pre-built games in. I've got the NES one of those. And basically the first Legend of Zelda games on that, and I played a little bit of it, but I haven't played any of the newer games. Queen Billy, that movie is one of my favourites. Big fan of Sephiroth. Septicon King, did you have Pokemon Blue or Red or both? I didn't have any of the Pokemon games when I was a kid. I didn't have a Game Boy. I remember there was like an emulator for the for computer use. I remember when I was a kid. I can't remember what website it was on, but I remember there was like a PC version of Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red back in the day, and I played it on the computer through like a game website, but I never actually had a game. I never actually had a Game Boy when I was a kid. I've got a Game Boy now. I've got Pokemon Blue on Game Boy now. So yeah. You had Blue as well. Cool. Yes. Just wondering, where are the cats? Are they good? Yeah, they're good. One of them's Susie's just here. Hey, beautiful. Susie's just there. Socks is downstairs, I think. They're both doing great, to be honest. The little twats, though, but they're doing good. Right. Sorry about that, guys. I just checking if anything was popping up on the live thing. Adam White, hello. Okay, I can hear you now. Great. Zedcon King, glad they settled in. Yeah, Socks is cute. Yeah, she is. She's a little twat, though. She's cute, though. The guinea pigs are being twats, too. Adam White, do you have much more room left in your room for TFs? Yes and no. I have a little bit of room left, but I don't have a lot. I can't actually show you my current state of my room at the moment because my webcam won't reach. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff now. I need to sort out some more shelving unit. I want to get some more shelves up so that I've got a bit more additional space. But I also want to get one of those IKEA, them glass cabinets that a lot of collectors have. I want to get one of those, and I want to put it in that corner of my bedroom. So basically, I'm going to put a lot of my bigger figures, stuff that's really big and it's taking a lot of space up on the shelves. Yeah, a D12 cabinet, that's right, yeah. So I want to get one of those, and I'm going to put the figures that, that are quite big. I'm going to put them in there so that it frees more space up on my shelves, so I've got more room and I can sort it out a little bit more. There's always room for robots, yeah. Thing is, I have bought quite a lot over the past. I've bought quite a few things since like last year. From last year to this to now, I have bought quite a few additions, but I've managed to find space for all of it. I was gifted a load of Transformers Prime stuff last year, quite early on last year, and I've managed to find space for all of that. And I've pretty much I've got loads and loads of Prime toys now. I've got all the Wheeljack mold figures. I've got all of them. There's quite a few of them that use the Prime Wheeljack mold. I've got Megs and Prime. I've got Arachnid. I've got Bumblebee, Dinobot. Not Dinobot. Ratchet. Where are we? Smokescreen, Ultra Magnus, Starscream. I've got quite a few of them now. But yeah, even though I don't have much room, I'm still able to try and get them up on shelves, which is good. Touchcon King, what series apart from TF Prime, Beast Wars, and G1 do you like? Headmaster's Victory, heck, even Cyberverse. Apart from G1, Beast Wars, and Prime, I like animated. Transformers Animated is one of my favourites. Just great characters. I love the animation style. Brilliant toy line. Yeah, I like Transformers Animated. Another one, I like Robots in Disguise, the original one. The original series from 2001, I think it was. Transformers, more than meets the eye. I love that series. That was good. Prime Megatron is awesome. He just doesn't give a crap. Yeah, he is. He's one of my. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite versions of Megatron. It's still Peter. It's still Frank Welker playing him, voicing him. But it's still cool. Bulkhead, I needed that. yeah, I love Ratchet. Bulkhead, I needed that. Oh, sorry. Adam White, TF Animated for the win. Yes. It would be brilliant if they... I know they did that thing with TF Nation about 2 years ago now, I think it was. It will be... No, it'd be free. Well, yeah, but about 2 or so years ago. That basically, I think it was the last TFN we had. When they did that Season 4 special, where they did a comic book that continued where Animated got cancelled from, where it ended, and they did that special script reading thing at TFN, and they did like a comic book, and they got Corey Burton back to play Megatron. They've got the guy who played Bumblebee. They've got the guy who got David Kay back. Basically, they've got quite a lot of the core cast that voiced characters in Animated, and they got them back to do this like one-off special script reading thing, and that was amazing. It was just so cool. Skybite, yes, Skybite from Robots in Disguise. I say the original Robots in Disguise because there's a series that came out, I think, in 2015 that's also called Robots in Disguise, but the original Robots in Disguise was from 2001, which was the Japanese series originally. Sexcon King, what's your fave Prime episode? I enjoyed the one where Ratchet is all powered up and beats up Decepticons. I love that series as well. That episode, sorry. I think one of my favourite episodes is when RC. I can't remember which episode it is, but there's an episode, I think, where Jack. Is it Jack? I think Jack is on the Decepticon ship, and she thinks he's in danger or something with, I think, Miko and Raph. And basically, I remember she RC kind of goes on her own on like this rampage, and she goes in. She basically makes her way into the ship. She's kicking the shit and destroying all these Vacons. And then she actually gets in there. She's doing all these really cool stunts. She's kind of like in motorcycle mode. Then she's kind of transforming into robot mode. And then she'll, that was an amazing. I love Darcy. I absolutely love Prime Darcy. She's just kick ass. And I've also met Somali Montano, who plays, voices her as well. I've met her. She's so cool. I'd love to see her again sometime. Adam White, I was amazed the voice from TF Animated Bulk was there on that recording. Probably a more expensive / exclusive actor than the rest. Yeah, definitely. Who was the voice actor for Animated Bulkhead? Was it Kevin Michael Richardson, was it? Or am I getting mixed up with him? Because you had the voice actor for Prime Bulkhead, and then you had the voice actor for Animated Bulkhead, and they sound quite similar, but they are different actors. And I get mixed up with both of those versions of Bulkhead. And because I know Kevin Michael Richardson did voice a character in either Animated or Prime, and I think it was Bulkhead in one of those. But yeah, he's an A-list voice actor, and I think they've got Tara Strong as well. I think they've got Tara Strong in that recording to play, what the fucking other caller? Yeah, they've got Airback as well. And they've got Corey Burton, fucking Corey Burton. That was awesome. And he did a video clip as well. Hey guys, this is Corey Burton. I'm like, it is Jack Darby. Yep. Miko's wicked. Yeah, she is. Guitar with Bulk. Yes. That's King. David K is a genius. He does either a villain or a hero as well. Yeah, he's fantastic at both a hero and a villain. He's fantastic. Prime RC is wife material. She's waifu. Oh god, there we go. I'm going weeb now. She's my waifu. Adam White, no, if the TF Animated Bulkhead voice actor is in the city, no, the TF Animated Bulkhead voice actor is the same guy who does Spongehead Starfish friend, SpongeBob, I mean. Oh, I get you. Yeah, so yeah, he plays. Yeah, I know you're on about. Adam White, yeah, Burton hasn't done a TF convention in at least a decade. Yeah, I'd love to meet Corey Burton. I really would. I absolutely love him as Megatron in Animated. I absolutely love the voice that he makes. I love Corey Burton's voice as Megatron in Transformers Animated. It kind of gives him that British. Kind of a British slur, that kind of you know what I mean. He kind of gives him that kind of slur, and it's I fucking love that version of it. It's so cool. Yeah, played Patrick Star. That's right. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, for some reason I don't know why, but I get mixed up with the guy who played Patrick and the guy who on Kevin and Michael Richardson, because when you listen to their voices for the both versions of Bulkhead, if you listen to them side by side, they do sound quite similar. So it's kind of like it's quite hard for me to kind of figure the difference. Where are we? Tentacle King. Bit of a Bond villain sound. Yes, definitely. Adam White. Corey doesn't want to meet fans. He isn't rude or nasty. It just isn't for him. So a virtual convention was perfect for him. Right, okay. Yeah, Decepticon King, you got it. Was struggling to think of his name. Decepticon King. It was just I was just impressed to see Dwayne Johnson in prime. Yeah, and that's why they killed him off so quickly as well. At first, I didn't actually realize it was Dwayne Johnson that played prime Cliffjumper until I saw the credits, the end credits of the episode of the first episode. And I was just like, "Oh my god, sweet," kind of thing. But then I found out that's the reason why they killed Cliffjumper off after the first of the 5-part special, beginning special that they did with Cliffjumper in it. And literally, Cliffjumper only voices like in one episode, and I think there's a second episode as well. I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 episodes in the 5-part special where Prime Cliffjumper actually speaks, because they could only afford Dwayne Johnson for like 1 or 2 episodes. So basically, when Cliffjumper gets converted, basically becomes a zombified Cliffjumper. When that happens, he doesn't speak. He's just like going like that, growling and everything. So it's kind of like, but it is cool. I really don't think TF Nation will ever get Dwayne Johnson, but please. Allah worship. Give me a second. I've got someone on here that is a bit of a troll, I think. There we go. Tentacle King. They had, you mean John Damasio? You said Joe Damasio. Yeah, John Damasio is the guy who played Bender from Futurama. Yeah, John Damasio. He played Crosshairs. He was the voice of Crosshairs from what film was it? Age of Extinction. Yeah, Age of Extinction and The Last Night as well. I don't know about a cartoon series, but per tailgate in Prime, yeah. I bet Prime Meg's fancied Arachnia in G1, like G1 Meg's liked night bed, probably. Adam White, yeah. If TFN ever managed to get The Rock, it would be purely as some sort of unique cameo. Yeah, probably. For fuck's sake. Give me a second, guys. I've got a bloody stupid idiot. Just beware, everybody. I've currently got. Yeah, I've got a fucking troll. There's 2 accounts that's the second account that I've just muted off of here. Yeah, fuck off with that shit. Decepticon King, The Rock would never get, and I mean never go to TFN. Well, I don't know. I mean, The Rock, he's really gracious and he loves his fans, and he's always too happy to go to meet fans in person, but it would be very expensive. It'd be practically impossible. Anyways, so yes. Here's a question for the chat. Adam White. I don't know about Adam White because I know I don't think Adam's really a part of the TFN thing anymore. But just a minute. Anyway, let me just continue. Excuse me. Here's a question for the chat. Here we go. Let's try again. For crying out loud. Anyways, I'm going to come to an end in a minute, guys, because I'm getting a lot of dipshit fucking trolls in the chat at the moment. But anyway, so I'm just going to ask. Yeah, I've kind of blocked them. I've just muted them from the channel, from the chat. So don't worry about it. I'm keeping my eye on it, people. Don't worry. It is okay, man. Don't mind them. Yeah, don't worry. All right. Here's the question I'm trying to ask because I keep getting put off by these idiots. Right. So the question I want to ask to Decepticon King or anyone else that's watching, who would you like, if it was possible? I'm not saying it will happen, but who would you love to meet at TF Nation in the future that you haven't met before? Who would be your dream voice actor, writer, whoever it may be within the Transformers thing that has worked on Transformers? Who would it be that would be your dream person to meet at TF Nation? I would like Peter Cullen. Yeah. Well, they did. That was going to happen. They were going to get Peter Cullen, but unfortunately, yes, it all got cancelled, didn't it? So that didn't happen. No, for crying out loud. Right. Decepticon Queen. Got to be Peter Cullen or Simon Fairman. I've met Simon Fairman. He is a really nice guy. I don't know. You know what? I think hopefully maybe next year when TFN happens, hopefully TFN will happen next year. I hope. Yeah. So basically, hopefully, if TFN happens next year, if no more problems happen, it would be nice to, it would be nice to hopefully see Simon Fairman again, because Simon Fairman, he came to a hell of a lot of auto assemblies, and he came to, I think, the first couple of TF Nations as well. But I hadn't seen him for a little bit. I think the last time he came was probably the third. I think the last time he came was probably about 2017. I think at TFN. For fuck's sake. give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these twats. Right, okay. I've just reported these trolls and I've also blocked them, so sorry about that, guys. I apologise if anything's popped up while we've been talking. I'm trying. The one good thing about live streams is it all comes up in real time on the live chat, so I can act real quickly. All right. Decepticon King, Sue Blue. Definitely. I would love to meet Sue Blue. Apparently, I think everyone that has worked, everyone that has voiced a Transformer, anybody that has been a part of comic books or anything like that, I think everybody's been approached to come to a TFN in the future. But it's all about scheduling and it's all about price. How much is it going to be for them to come over? Because obviously they've got to contend with agents and stuff like that, unfortunately. Adam White, Tom DeSanto, producer of the first movie. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Sue Blue. Yeah, Sue Blue, Adam White again. The UK head of Hasbro Transformers. Yeah, why not? Decepticon King, not your fault, mate. It's okay. Adam White, I have actually met him, but I wish he would meet the TFN community. Okay. Nick Ross. Nick Ross? I'm running a blank with Nick Ross. If we could bring someone back, Wally Bear. Yeah, oh my God. That would have been fantastic to have a convention, have a panel with Wally Bear. The Wally Bear. Not just Transformers. He worked on the Flintstones, Jetsons. He worked on G.I. Joe, Transformers. He worked on practically everything, pretty much nearly everything. He was a voice actor as well. So he could act, he could direct, he could write. He was pretty much a jack of all trades, pretty much. Neil Ross, there we go. Yeah, Neil Ross, who played Springer. Yeah. DJ Starscream, Slipknot. Yeah, yes, Adam. Decepticon King, Chris Latter. Yeah, basically, if we were bringing voice actors back, if we had the power to bring a voice actor back from the dead, definitely Chris Latter, Leonard Nimoy, and what's his name? The guy who played Jazz, G1 Jazz, Orson Welles, yeah. Summit, I forgot the goddamn. Summit Cruffers, isn't it? Summit Cruffers. Scatman, yes. Scatman Cruffers, yeah, that's right. I'd love to meet him. Yeah, Scatman Cruffers, that's what I was on about. I apologise. My old age is started to creep up on me. I'm forgetting names. Buster Jones, yeah. I'd love to meet Orson Welles as well. That would have been fantastic. But for me, I am a big fan of Screamer. I'm a big Starscream fan, so it would have to be Chris Latter. Chris Latter's up there for me to meet because all the stories that all the G1 casts that we've had at TFN, and they've been asked what was Wally Bear like, what was Casey Kasem, yeah, definitely. Basically basically all any G1 actors that have been to TFN in the or Assembly in the past have all been asked similar questions about stories of the booth, like stuff that Frank Welker got up to, like making noises so that it caused it, like the engineer or or Wally or the director was kind of frantically looking for where this noise was coming from or feedback, and it was just Frank making noises in the microphone. But yeah, there's all these stories, and some people said like about Chris Latter as well, like stories about Chris Latter, and all I can remember one story was basically he was like a proper. He used to come into the studio wearing like a leather jacket, cigarette in his mouth. He's obviously been out on the town, probably having a few drinks, and he just comes into the booth, and this voice came out, which was Starscream, and he basically just, from what he looked like in person to how talented he was in front of the microphone and acting, were two different people. It was like, you know what I mean? It was like two different people. It was like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing that I can remember. He did Wheeljack too. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Wheeljack. Adam White. When I was with TFN, I used to joke that we would invite Mark Hamill. However, with the condition that he could only talk about his rescue bots work, nothing else. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, because I like that. I'm laughing, but it sounds like I'm doing the Joker laugh, doesn't it? I apologise for that. That was not intended, by the way. But yeah, that would have been funny. Like all the people at the panel from Mark Hamill, and they'd be like, Star Wars. I can't talk about Star Wars. And obviously Joker as well. Hello, Betty. Subsequent King. I love Scott McNeil's stories about the Beast Wars cast. Yeah. I love listening to people's stories in the booth, like stuff that got that happened in the booth and everything, when they're all messing the lines up or whatever, or you know what I mean, and anything like that. You know, it's so fun, especially the stories I've heard about what Frank Welker did in the booth, like making noises and everything, and Subsequent Queen. The first rule of Star Wars is that you don't talk about Star Wars. Yep. Thing is, though, we all know, though, right? Mark Hamill is all too happy to talk about Star Wars. At least the films he was in, the original trilogy. In all fairness, and he's happy to talk about Carrie Fisher and his experiences making the films. But yeah, he would, he'd be all too happy to talk about Star Wars, because Star Wars was a big part of his life. It was one of the massive breaks that made Mark Hamill famous in the first place. Same with Harrison Ford, because Harrison Ford, I think he only had back when the original Star Wars trilogy, Harrison Ford was in, I think the first film that he really did, or he was known for, was American Graffiti, which was another George Lucas film. And apparently, Harrison Ford was actually trained as a carpenter. He was actually employed to kind of like do stuff for like scene for films, you know, kind of like set design and things of that nature, and he could actually do joinery and things of that. So he was like a really talented guy with like making stuff with wood and that. And apparently he was actually discovered by George Lucas, and he got brought in to play the part that he played in American Graffiti. And then from American Graffiti, he became Han Solo, and that just catapulted his fame as well. Same with Carrie Fisher. It just, all three of them, it catapulted their fame. But Mark Hamill, he's more known for his voice work now. Yeah, he is still known as playing Luke Skywalker, but he's more known now for playing Joker and all the other voices he's played in cartoons. You know. Where are we? Adam White. Sorry, not part of the TFN community much now, so don't know usernames. Zedcon King, what are some of your favourite pairings romantically in TF? I really like Black Arachne and Silverbolt. That's the only one that I know of like a possible blossoming romance within Transformers. I don't really bother with like anything like that personally. Obviously, like Black Arachne and Silverbolt, that was just brilliant. Oh, this was pretty funny. Zedcon King, Adam, I am Jace. Yeah, sorry, that was a response to back. Zedcon King, I get flack for being a nerd, but not liking Star Wars, but that's just my thinking. All are different. Yep. Adam White, that's it. Ford has what it's known as a plumlan, meaning he can tell when anything is perfectly straight or not. Oh, right, okay. And was working on Lucas's house when they did the rehearsals. Ah, okay. For Star Wars. Sweet. Oh, Adam White. Folks, you are gonna love TF Nation. Yes, they are. Jace and his lovely wife, you are both going to love TFN. It's going to be so much fucking fun. It's going to be awesome. I need it. Because the way things are going right now, I've gone 2 years without the fucking thing. I've gone 2 years without TFN. Withdrawal symptoms are coming in, and I need my TFN dose of awesomeness. I need to be in that bar, surrounded by all the awesome people that I've met over the years. I need to be there, and I need it now. But unfortunately, I've got to wait another year. And a bit. Almost nearly, yeah. Longer than a year, because we're only on March. So, Zedcon King, Batman related. He was great, Joker, yep. But my favourite Joker from the films was Jack Nicholson. Oh, Jack Nicholson, he nailed that. He was brilliant. TFN is ace, yep. Zedcon King, we need our Energon fix, yes. Adam White. And while guests are kind of the focus, everyone just goes for the bar. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love the guests and the dealer room, of course. But for me personally, it's always been about the people. It's the social aspect, the social side of it is what I mostly go for, because unfortunately I don't see a lot of those people for an entire year. You know, a lot of the people that I've made friends with over the years, I only see them once a year, and that is TFN or in the past Auto Assembly. That's only been the time that I've seen them. Or if I've been lucky enough to, like yourself, Adam, where I've met you at the Manchester meetup we did, the unofficial meetup that we did, like going back quite a while now, like, but it was, I think, me, you, Sam, and I think Anton came as well. There was a few of us. So, I mean, I've also been to the Newcastle meetup as well, which is going back a while. But I have been to some meetups, but I don't go to meetups that often because I can't really afford to do it sometimes. In the past, anyways. But yeah, and but for me personally, it's like because I don't see a lot of the people, I've made friends with. I don't see them for a whole year. I don't see a lot of them. I don't. A lot of them I don't manage to really speak to on social media as well. It's impossible to speak to everybody, and TFN's perfect because you can kind of alter around people. You know, you can kind of like talk to that person and then go and talk to those people over there. You know what I mean? You can alternate around those people that you've not been able to speak to for a whole year. And I love it. That's why I love TFN. I've always been one for the social side of it. Meeting my friends in the bar, chilling out, no worries. Issues about home and work are no longer existent in my head. It's all about party down, have a laugh. That's why I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love looking around the dealer room at the robots and making the odd naughty purchase here and there, and then meeting some of the awesome guests. That is also fantastic as well. I also enjoy going to the panels and the stuff they've got on, like alternate programming and such. Yeah. Tetsucon King. I want to see all the toys. Yay. And the cosplays. Sweet. And the Forge room. Yes. The Forge is great. I think you went to the first auto assembly, John, back in 2016 or something. No. Auto assembly had been going on for a lot longer, quite a while before I went for the first time. I can't quite remember what the first auto assembly was. I know there was one in 2006, which was, I think, featured on the Metronome Special Edition for Generation 1 with the G1 movie. There was a 2002. Was that the first one? I didn't go to the 2002 one. I actually didn't know what auto assembly was before 2009. Basically, I'll talk you through it. What happened with that? Okay. I think it was Sammy Skullgrin140 on YouTube. I recommend you check him out. By the way, Jace, if you don't know who he is, Skullgrin140 on YouTube. He's a great guy. Sammy, he's fantastic. And basically, I think I found out about auto assembly through him. And he was talking about 2008, I think it was, Auto Assembly 2008 at the time, like his thoughts on it. And so I found that video of him talking about Auto Assembly, and I was like, ooh, I didn't know there was a Transformers convention in the UK, because at that time I had no idea. And then I said, right, I said to Sam, Triple Zero Firestorm, my good friend Sam, I said to him, right, do you fancy going to a Transformers convention? It's in Birmingham, and it's at originally it was at the Holiday. It was at a Holiday Inn hotel in the city centre of Birmingham back then, and this was back in 2009. I was like, right, okay, we'll do it for 2009. We'll go for it. We'll go to it and meet these people we've been talking to for the past couple of years or so since we've been doing videos and that. And so I go to try and book tickets for the 2009 TFN. So yeah, so basically, I go to the Auto Assembly website, hoping to go to the 2009 one. I missed out just by a hair on the tickets. The tickets were sold out. I couldn't buy any. So then we said, okay, right, fine. We can't go this year. We'll go next year, 2010. So Auto Assembly 2010 was my very first Transformers convention, my very first convention ever. And so me and my mate Sam, we both went to 2010, and that was my first one. And I met Gary Chalk and Scott McNeil. That was just an incredible thing. Met a lot of people that I'm still friends with now. And that's where it all started for me. Where are we? Maybe under a different name. Oh, I don't know. I only know of Auto Assembly, but I know it went. I know about the one that was like from 2006. There was an Auto Assembly back in 2006, and there's a video featured. Like I said, there's a metronome set, DVD set for Generation One Transformers cartoon, and on the special features, there's like a featurette of them featuring the Auto Assembly of I think 2006, I think, and you see a really young Sammy Sadek. You see a younger version of Kal Pram, David. You see obviously the people that were organising it, Steve Plume, and all that. Who else was on it? There's quite a few people on that special features that I remember. 2009 was the breakout year. Folks talk about that with all. Yeah, I really do regret not going to the 2009 one because that's how I met Tony for the first time. Unfortunately, oh God, I wish I'd never met the guy. I'm not joking. Tony's okay. But basically, the first time I met Tony was through a video of him talking about Auto Assembly 2009. So, and then I found out that he lived literally just up the road from me. So he lived in the same area, and he literally lived up the road. That's how we found out that about all that. But he went to 2009, which was his first Auto Assembly 2009. And he was talking about that, saying about what happened and everything that happened, and yeah, so that's how I met Tony for the first time, was through that video he did. And some of the stuff, like basically what they did when they got that masterpiece, they got a masterpiece Grimlock that people put together and gave gave to Greg Berger, because it was Greg Berger and Ian Corlett, I think it was, on the guest list that year. And so those two were there as the voice acting special guests. And yeah, and I think they gave Greg Berger that masterpiece Grimlock, I remember. And there was a lot of awesome things that was said about 2009, which I regret not going to, because I would love to have met Ian Corlett. I really would have loved to have met Ian Corlett, because obviously he's from Beast Wars. He also voices Goku in the Ocean dub, Canadian Ocean dub. He's in a lot of stuff that I grew up with as a kid. Oh, okay. Look, Skullgrin 1. Yeah, no. Skullgrin 140, not 142. 140. Yeah, we all miss Adam. We all miss you, buddy. We all miss you, Adam. We miss the man, the wise, everything in between, the magic man. We miss Adam. We are not worthy of Adam. We miss you. Adam, 2010 was my first TFN convention. Yeah, I think that was the first time I met you, actually, was 2010, I think, Adam. because it was mine. It was the first time I met Johnny, Dwarf Porn Star, Jared, Wolfgang One, Timey, Matt, Sammy, Skullgrin. Oh, so many people that were there that year. Decepticon King. I just want to meet all the TF fans. So far, they all rock. Yeah, cool. Adam White. The special feature of this on the special. The special feature of that special feature is Dave Wallace's hair. Yeah, I remember it was like all over the place, wasn't it? Long hair. Decepticon King. David Kay was in one of them, I think. David Kay has been to an auto assembly, yes. I think he's been twice. He's been to two. He hasn't been. I don't think he hasn't been to a TF Nation yet, but he has been to two auto assemblies. David Kay was at the 2010, I think. I think he was at the 2010 auto assembly. 2011. David Kay was at the 2011, which was the first time he came to auto assembly, and then the second one was a bit later on. But he's been twice. I mean, David Kay, and I'd love to meet him again. Bill Liston, Tony is awesome. If you ever need a photograph taken of a new or old friends, Tony is always magically there to take it. Yeah, he is, definitely. Same here. If I'm stood there and you want a photo taken, I'm happy to take the photo for you, and I might take your phone as well. No, I'm joking. That's King. Mr. Soundwave. Yeah, Sound of SG1. Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah. Please bring Gary Chalk, Scott McNeil, all the Beast Wars for the next year's TFN. You know what? I want to meet. I want to see Gary Chalk again. I want to see Scott McNeil again. I want to meet the guy who played Pterosaur, the guy who played Scorponok. I have met the guy who played Depth Charge. I've forgotten the guy's name, but Steve Sabalov, I think his name is. Steve Sabalov, something like that. He played Depth Charge in Beast Wars. He also played Prime Shockwave. I've met him. But there's so many other. Also, I've met the voice actress for Black Arachnia as well. But there's so many that I haven't met. I want to meet Ian Collette as well. Yeah, so there's loads of voice actors that are that are still alive and still working that I would love to meet that worked on Beast Wars. I'd even like to meet some like Sue Blue. Like we've already mentioned about Sue Blue, but she was the voice director for Beast Wars as well. So I'd love to meet her and get some insight of her directing as well as a voice acting. Bill Liston, no, we need you in the photo. Oh, fair, cheers. That's King. Can't recall her last name. Luna something. All right, on. That's King. Whoops. Venus Terza. Yeah, Venus Terza played Black Arachnia. I've met her. She's brilliant. I'm trying to remember all the voice actors I've managed to meet over the years. Obviously, Gary Chalk, Scott McNeil, David Kay, Steve Sabalov, Greg Berger. Oh, trying to remember the others. Fucking hell. There's quite a few that I've met anyway. I've fucking forgotten. Fucking forgotten some of them. I done goofed. Dave K best have his rubber duck. Oh, yeah, that's another story as well. Jace, David, Tom King. That's another story. Basically, I think it was the first. I think it was the first one where David K came and they did the script reading. That was the most. I've not laughed so much in my entire life that when from that point. Basically, obviously, every year at TFN Art Assembly, there's always some kind of a script reading with the voice acting with a voice cast, and they might have somebody else there to kind of help out with, like, doing the narration or whatever. And basically, this one, I think it was 2011 when David K came, and they got Nick Roche. Nick Roche obviously is a comic book writer, but he's really good at imitating Beast Wars Megatron. Okay, so basically they had Nick Roche playing Beast Wars Megatron, and they had David K, who is Beast Wars Megatron, of the voice of, and basically they're like competing with each other at one point. They're literally competing with each other, and then basically they gave Nick Roche and also David K a little rubber ducky, and I think I can't remember which one it was. I think it might be Nick Roche. And basically, Nick Roche kind of puts his rubber ducky up, and he says his line, "Oh, my rubber ducky," and then David K kind of gets his rubber ducky, and it's like massive. It's like 3 times the size of Nick Roche's, I think. And he just puts it up and he goes, "Mine's bigger," like that. And everyone just fucking loses it. It was literally one of the best script readings. And Simon Fairman wrote the script for that script reading as well, and it was fucking great. Who voiced Rhinox? I've met him as well. Forgotten the fucking guy's name. Give me a second. Richard Newman. Yeah, Richard Newman played Rhinox. Beast Wars Rhinox. Is Roach and K thing on YouTube? It might be. I do remember there was an Auto Assembly YouTube channel. I've no idea if the YouTube channel's still on or still going, but there was a lot of the older archived Auto Assembly footage, like panels and such, was uploaded. Some of them was uploaded to YouTube, but I've no idea. The most lovely of men, yeah. Ted King. Tarantulas was Doug something. I know he worked with K in the past. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to meet the guy who played Tarantulas, definitely. I just want to hear the guy do the laugh, Tarantulas' laugh. He goes, yeah. I can't do it. I can't. I just don't know how he fucking did that. He just Tarantulas' voice was just so good. Says Queen. We need a rubber ducky out of clay. We made a rubber ducky out of clay for the Kingdom Megatron. Sweet. Oh, rubber ducky, my rubber ducky. I love you, rubber ducky. Right then, guys. I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Um, 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna end the stream because I've now been talking for 2 hours 20 minutes. I've been streaming for 2 hours 20 minutes, which is the longest I've done a stream yet, I think. So yeah, 10 more minutes, guys, and I'm going to end the stream. Just giving you a heads up before we go. Tarantulas is an amazing character. Yeah, hope he gets a new figure. I'd love to see a new figure. I saw on Facebook actually. There's a guy that's actually creating two Beast Wars toys, obviously third party. They're not official release. Of Rampage and also of Pterosaur. I've forgotten the guy's name. Let me try and find the guy. See if I can find him. See where he is. Where are you? There we go. Right. All I'm going to say, Decepticon King, Adam White, anyone that's interested in Beast Wars, right? Find a guy. Find this guy. I don't know if you can. No, you can't see it. Basically, I'll put it in the chat. See if you can check him out. That name, Dave Lee, okay, is in a couple of group chats. He's in a couple of group chats, and basically he's making a transformable third party Pterosaur and Rampage. He's been uploading like special progress. He's been doing like, see if you just see it there. There's Pterosaur. He's basically been showing like the process. He did like 3D modeling. So basically, he's an artist. He's a 3D model artist. So he did all the 3D modeling for Pterosaur and Rampage, and I think he's 3D printed them out or done like, or he's got a resin printer or something like that. So basically, he's actually making the physical figures that he's making that are massively show accurate. Right? They are so show accurate, it is unbelievable. And they look brilliant. And he's hoping to sell them as well. So if anyone's interested, check out Dave Lee. I've put it in the group chat there, the live chat. Check out that guy. He's on a couple of I think he's on some of the Beast Wars group chats. Well, if anyone's interested, I can't show the pictures on the live stream, unfortunately, I don't think. So I can't show you them in real time. But if anyone's interested, private message me on my social medias. If you can't find him, message me on my social medias through Facebook Messenger or Instagram private messenger, anything like that. Let me know, and I'll try and find them for you, and I'll send you some pictures over so you can see what they're like. But they are incredible. They are beautifully detailed. They look literally like they're from the show. They are obviously transformable. They've got weapons. They've got everything. Really posable. They are really good. They're like Masterpiece standard as well. They scale with the Masterpiece figures. So they're about Masterpiece scale, both Rampage and Pterosaur. So I just thought to mention that while we're live, because obviously I know that there's a lot of want for a Masterpiece Rampage and a Masterpiece Pterosaur, but they've never made they've never done a masterpiece version for those two figures, and that Dave Lee is currently been making two figures, Beast Wars figures. So just thought to bring that up in the chat because I'm really interested. Adam White, it is funny when TFN started, Chris McFeely was just a staff member and few was too unsure to even attend. Yeah, I know. It is amazing. I mean, I didn't actually know who. Well, when I first went to TFN to Auto Assembly in 2010, I didn't even know who Chris McFeely was. Obviously, I met him at. I think I must have met him at 2010. Kind of spoken to him or whatever, or was near him. So I did meet him. I think at my first Auto Assembly, and then I got told that he was actually like a Transformers historian who was really knowledgeable of the history of Transformers. And then he's actually featured. He's actually featured in the special effects on the Metronome set as well. Special features. There's basically like a special featurette on the Metronome set, as well as the Auto Assembly special, which I've already mentioned about. But then there was also another one, that what was I about? Yeah, and also there was another one as well. I forgot what the fucking I'm talking about. My mind's gone to McFeely, yeah. But then there was another special. Yeah, there was another special, and it was Chris McFeely doing commentary. He did like a commentary thing on the Metronome set of talking about something. Hey, Junk Heap, Dave, Nolsey, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Thanks for joining the chat. Hope you're doing well. We'll pros buy too, yeah. I don't know how you can buy them. I think you've got to private message the guy to get an idea of how he's gonna release them. But there's been quite a lot of third-party Beast Wars figures being released lately. They've released a third-party Transmetal Cheetor, and there's also a third-party. There's another third-party figure as well that's just been released, and they're both really, really good. They're like masterpiece scaling as well, I think. Zotrider? That's not Zotrider, bud. Zetscon King, it's Zotrider. No, it's not. That's Junk Heap Dave. That's just come in. Unless, I don't know, I've missed something. Junk Heap Dave, how you doing, my friend? I'm messing, okay. So just another quick update, guys. 2 more minutes and I'll be ending the stream because it'll be 2.5 hours at past. In 2 minutes, should I say. But it's certainly been a pretty good stream, though, guys. So yeah, it's been really fun again. Great to have a nice little catch up, even though it's been over a live chat. But it's been nice to talk to Adam. It's been nice, even though Junk Heap Dave's only just come in, so it's been nice to see him. Obviously, you, Jace, Decepticon King, and Decepticon Queen. Bill Lidston as well. Yeah, so thank you to everybody that has joined me for the past hour or so. Most of you have been here for the entire thing. So thank you very much for your time this evening. Or this afternoon, whatever. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming in. So yeah. So yes, it's been fun. So then, guys, the time's come. So it is now 2.5 hours. So thank you very much again to everybody that's joined. Sorry to Junk Dave, he's only just joined in, but obviously, yeah. But thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll be back very soon with another live stream. So, but hopefully, once I'm no longer live, if you're interested in watching this back, it'll be available to watch probably in about an hour, because it'll take a bit of time to process. But yeah, till all I want. See you all, people. Stay safe. See you next time with another stream. Bye bye now.